Hello friends, hope you all are fine and safe. We were discussing about the 7th chapter, Animals Our Friends, where we have seen how different animals they move from one place to another place, then where they live, what are their homes are called and all, right? Now if we talk about the body structure of the animals or the bodies of the animals, then different animals have different body structures. What they have in common is head, eyes and limbs. Limbs means hands, legs and different parts like that. They are called limbs. So, all the animals will have head, eyes and limbs. Now, if we talk about the land animals, so the animals like cows, then we have cows, goats, horses, then sheep, then even monkeys, all they have 4 legs, right? So they have 4 limbs. Birds, they have only 2 legs. Snakes and earthworms, they do not have legs, they crawl. We have seen in the earlier class, the snakes and earthworms, they push their body in the forward direction and they crawl. Many small animals like ants, then we have butterflies, then bugs, they have 6 legs. These small animals, they are called insects, right? The spider has 8 legs. Some animals like we have centipedes, right? So that is the small tiny centipedes and millicentipedes, they have many legs. So they move with the help of their many legs, right? Then the birds, they have wings. So we have only 2 legs for the birds, but other 2 limbs are modified as wings. These wings are covered with feathers that help the bird to fly, right? And they have very special part in the form of mouth that is called beak, that helps the bird to eat their food. Fish do not have legs, they have fins. So the fish, it swims in water with the help of the fins, right? Mostly all the animals have a tail. Some animals may have small tails, some animals can have big tails, right? This tail also has many functions. It also plays very important role for the animal. First thing is, the tail, it helps the animals to balance their bodies, right? So, with the help of when they do different activities like swimming, hopping, okay, then jumping, running. So, during these activities, the tail, it maintains the body balance. It keeps the body in a balanced way when the animals, they perform different acts, this type of acts, right? Second thing is, the animals, they use their tail to move away or to flee away the different insects or the small flies and all, whatever is attacking on them, they used to move away with their tail, right? Then if we talk about fish, the tail of the fish helps it to change the direction. So when the fish, it pushes the water with the help of its tail in one direction, it can move in another direction. So like that, in the fish, the tail helps to change the direction in which it is swimming. And some pets, they move their tail to show their feelings, right? So we have seen even the tails, they play so important role for the animals, right? Now beta, there are many animals that are very much popular in some of the places but were not found in other places, right? If we talk about the animals like giant panda and koala bear, we can see them in other places, other countries, whereas we can, in India we can see them maybe in zoo or in the books only. because they are not adjusted to this environment. They can survive on that particular place. Every country will have a special environment, right? So it is very important to survive. So these animals, they can survive in other countries, but in India we can see them in the zoo or in books. Other than that, there are many animals who have completely died out, and we can see them only in the films or in the books. They are no longer available, or they are no longer there on the earth. They have totally died out, they have totally disappeared from the earth. Like the if we talk about dinosaur, we have seen dinosaur only in the movie like Jurassic Park and all, but once upon a time they were there, but now we cannot find them, as they have failed to adjust to the changes and they have completely died out. They are no more on the earth. So there are many animals who are very near to the extinction, or we can say they are endangered. That means they are going to completely disappear from the earth very sooner or later, right? So that is all about the animals. Now if we talk about the different food that animals eat, then some animals, they eat plants, right? So the animals like cow, goat, buffalo, and wild animals, zebra, giraffe, all these animals, they eat plants. So they are called herbivorous animals, or we can say herbivores, right? Either we can say herbivorous animals or we can say herbivores, right? Herb means plant. So plant eating animals, herbivores. Some animals, they eat the flesh of other animals. That means they hunt and eat, kill that animal and eat the flesh of that animal. Those animals are called carnivores. So the animals like tiger, lion, right? So all these are carnivores, as they eat the other animals. The animals like jackal and hyena, they do not hunt. They eat whatever the food is left after eating by other animals, and sometimes they eat the dead animals also, and they are called scavengers. So the animals like jackal and hyena that feed on the dead animals or the leftover part of the dead animals, they are called scavengers, right? Now the animals like crow and bears, they eat both plants and animals. They are called omnivores. These animals are called omnivores. What do you think about man? Man is an omnivore because man can eat both plants and animals. Many people, they eat the non-veg in the form of fish, then they eat chicken, mutton, and they can eat plant products like pulses and cereals and fruits and vegetables. So man is an omnivore, right? So we have seen, we have learned many things about the animals. These animals play very important role to maintain the balance in the ecosystem. Now students, we should not be cruel to these animals. We should be very kind to these animals. We should, whenever we have pet in our homes, we should be very kind. We should give them food properly. We should always keep their place neat and clean, their homes neat and clean. We should understand their needs and we should try to fulfill their needs in time. So generally we keep the pets and domestic animals at home. So when we are keeping them, it is our responsibility to take care of these animals. We should not be cruel to them. We should be very kind to these animals because animals are very important for us, right? So hope you have understood this chapter very well, and go through the textbook reading again and again, and enjoy this animal world. Have a nice day. Bye.